Ida, this is the first that we've talked in a little bit, and a lot has been happening. So I would just like your overall reactions to what happened at the Capitol, Trump being impeached for a second time. Like, these are like momentous events, and I want to make sure that we touch base with how you're processing all that.
Well, it's very easy to demonize, and we don't have to demonize these people because their actions do that. But to sit here and talk about an expression of frustration and ignorance that is prevalent in this country. You and I have talked about how poor the education system is in this country and how much we take that for granted. We talk about a lot of the issues. FDR said that the greatest thing that preserves democracy is education. And we think about all of the things that are happening, and we just see a manifestation of things that have been in the works for years. And so I am saddened by the fact that we have devolved into being this, barbaric, but it is the inevitable, being that the capitalism in this country has become so toxic that the people on the ground have become casualties. And when I say that, I mean it figuratively, because we're poorly educated, we have a poor healthcare system. There's so many things against us. What I do believe is that I don't think Donald Trump, and I can't speak for him, I don't think Donald Trump thought that this kind of stuff would actually manifest itself, because he's so disconnected from his own base. I just think that he thought that it would always work in his favor. And if he just manipulated, he's the puppeteer, manipulated the people in the right way, they would just agitate enough where the things would benefit him. And now that this whole mess has unfolded, and now that he's seen that everybody is turning their backs on him, he is realizing that, his little plan to cash out on the United States of America, which is what he's been doing, just didn't go the way that he thought it was. He created a cult. There are pastors crying online for Donald Trump, saying that Jesus ordained him to be president. They have been abused. So, just like we can cry for the people from marginalized communities and in the way that they are Black and brown, even though we don't have to extend an olive branch to these people, we should still pity the fact that so many of them are uneducated and misguided and manipulated, and they're in such bad conditions that they feel so desperate that this is the one place that they can turn. And it's just an indication of how dumbing down America has manifested itself, and now America is turning on itself.
Yeah, that dumbing down, and like, it's not like we haven't had really dumb representatives. Like Louis Gohmert is a legitimate one of the dumbest people. If you meet him, he'll be one of the dumbest people you ever met. I feel like the new class coming in, these are some legitimate, like, I don't know which is more worrisome, that they don't know anything or that they're crazy. Like, those are two different things. Maybe they're connected, but I'm a little bit worried about some of those and the possibility that they might have, there's talks about that maybe they coordinated in some way with those who are attacking and everything. Like when I watch like AOC's video about the experience, when I see that Ayanna Pressley, her husband now has COVID. Ayanna Pressley is, I believe, immunocompromised. Like the constant threat to their lives, the people who are like, they're the thin shield between us and all of these other politicians that don't give a damn what happens to us, that they have to constantly be worried about dying, being infected with these illnesses, literally threatened by their own colleagues. It's been a tough period.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.